My name is Laura Redsing, and today I'm going to talk about the 5 steps to getting funded. This works whether you're applying for a grant, a startup looking for money, or actually even if you're trying to get a job. I get asked this question so many times because I have been a fundraising professional before, whether it's for a dance company, for a small literary journal, large dance company, fire alarms. I'm here to share what I learned because obviously this is such a crazy time for the arts, and I think it helps to give a framework. So step number 1 is know your worth. And I know you're like, Laura, I didn't come here today to have an existential crisis. Can you stop asking the tough questions right off the bat? I know. Asking for money is super awkward, and a lot of it comes because you don't understand your own value that you're bringing. So to help you out, because I'm right there with you, there's usually 3 buckets that you might fall into that say like, hey, I totally deserve this money. I mean, frankly, I think we all do, but that's a whole other story. So number 1 is artistic excellence. You are doing things that are amazing. You're the Lin-Manuel Miranda, you are the Pharrell, you are whatever the champion of your world is. You are really, really great at these things. And this is where a lot of people tend to run into hang-ups where they're like, am I worthy enough of getting money? Yes, you are. Number 2 is because you are helping your community in some way. So this means maybe you're providing arts programming, maybe you are doing something educational, maybe you are helping with mental health, supporting small businesses through your art and helping raise awareness. And the 3rd bucket that you might fall into is, does your story need to be told? There is a prevalence of white, male, straight presenting work out there. That's because for years and years and years, that's pretty much what was allowed to be published. These are all opportunities to talk about that. But it also, in terms of sexual orientation, in terms of different identities, in terms of, so many things that are out there. So I really encourage you to tell those stories and find people who are just as invested as you as funding those stories. Step number 2 is do your research. I know not everybody is a nerd like me. However, if you are nervous about asking people for money, it's so much easier if you know who you're going after. Look at who's getting funded for projects that are similar to yours. Who funded them? What types of places? Use it as a template for things that you could do for yourself. And you don't have to use the exact same things. Do that research, know who's working in the area, and know exactly what they're looking for and who funds what. And don't be afraid to be a little bit inventive. If you are using technology, go to that company and see if they'd be willing to sponsor or donate anything to you. Number 3 is outreach. You don't want your ask to be the first time you come in contact with a potential funder. I mean, even think about Facebook. Asks you to fund their GoFundMe for their trip to Italy or whatever. You're like, I haven't talked to you in years. We don't have a relationship. So for example, if you're applying for a grant, a lot of times there's some sort of training that you can go to, attend an event that they're maybe putting on, some sort of showcase of the vendors, or even just being really responsive on their social media channels. This is all a way to get on their radar before you're even asking for them for money. And it's also a really great way if you feel anxious. If your first few interactions are you building an actual relationship with them, it makes it so much easier down the line. And then step number 5. Number 5 is gratitude. In this day and age, there is so much competition for attention that honestly, just getting on somebody's radar and somebody giving you the time to review you and think about you is worth saying thank you. And then if they actually give you money, that is absolutely thank you, because there's so many projects that can't get off the floor without the support of other people. So being really humble and accepting that and recognizing that it's not just money, this is money that has made your project, your dream, your vision possible. Just make sure to say thank you. So with that, I want to say thank you for your time and attention. I hope this has been helpful. I did create a whole workbook around this. So if you're a nerd like me and you want a little worksheet to figure out how it works for your project, go ahead and click the link below and I'll send it to you. And in the meantime, good luck with your projects. Let me know how they go. Let me know if this was helpful, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.